This podcast contains adult themes and can contain harsh language unsuitable for listeners under the age of 18.
Can confirm, ready for launch.
Thank you. Hi,
Affirmative,
everyone.
ready for launch.
Affirmative. Roger, over.
So welcome to another
landing
of
now.
our Disney Cast podcasts. This has been going on for quite some time. We're just making each other laugh at the moment. And I thought, I'll just start recording anyway. That'll shut him up. Hey guys.
Professional.
Professional.
Hey guys, how are we doing? Well, I've been speaking to you for the past half hour, or hour now, so...
Good.
Redundant.
Well,
Other
oh,
than
yeah.
the homework we had to do.
Pretty bad.
So today
It would-
we are talking all about Pinocchio, and we watched it
Pinocchio.
all last night, and it was fab. So just a disclaimer: there will be some harsh language and some adult humor and themes, most likely, in this video. So if you're offended by any of that, then stop listening now.
Come back next week. Fantasia is family friendly. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but we're not.
We are
not,
not,
yeah.
we are not family friendly.
I
That's
was
the problem.
scared as a child.
Is it Fantasia next? I should have actually looked at the
Yeah,
list.
yeah, it
There
is.
you go.
Yeah.
Happy days then.
Spoilers, though.
Yeah, that's spoilers, yeah. When we just put
It's
it on in a different
enticing.
order.
Well, yeah,
You
Right.
never know what comes next. Spin the wheel.
so Pinocchio.
Yeah.
My first question for
Value.
you guys is
Value.
spell
Value for
Pinocchio.
money.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, is that right?
I assume so.
That's
Oh,
what
that's
I
got me
wrote.
wrong.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down.
Oh, okay.
I wrote it down twice.
Nerd.
I was well out. I was well off.
All right, well, we've all been dying
Yes,
to talk to
well.
each other about this. We were messaging each other last night and then being like, no, we have to stop. It's like,
Yes,
we can't talk about it.
Pinocchio.
I think it's safe to say it was awful. It
I
was
think-
worse.
I can
No
confirm.
way.
Going straight in
Yeah.
there.
Yes. Actually, that is also in my notes. I can confirm. At one point in the film, I wrote down, I am not enjoying this.
Andrew, on your 5 pages that you've got, which page was
Yeah.
this on?
It was on page 2.
Oh,
Oh. Not even
And I
halfway
put it in a
through the
box
movie.
as well, so I obviously feel strongly about that.
To give it one positive, it does have better songs than Snow White.
did it
Yeah,
have
like
songs?
I even
Yeah.
I only have
recognised it.
2
Yeah,
songs
I
in my head.
recognise the song.
Just 2 songs. I
Yeah,
got.
well, what's
Yeah.
we've got
But when
Wish
you
Upon a
Wish
Star, isn't it?
Star is a million times better than that Wishing Well start
Oh,
of the
yeah, I
other
forgot
one.
about Wish, When You Wish Upon a Star. Forgot about that.
Well,
I thought
I
it was
always
a
thought-
good intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought it was a sort of a Tinkerbell song or something. I never knew that it was from Pinocchio.
No,
So I found that was quite interesting.
I just
Yeah, I
couldn't
didn't know it
fit
was from Pinocchio either, but
Yeah, but
Very
you don't know
limited
anything
knowledge.
really, but there's
yeah, exactly.
Anything, absolutely anything. Not just Disney, anything.
And I just don't know anything. Fact.
well, I thought with the opening, like what Andrew just saying with the opening and stuff. Now it's like you didn't have your like traditional. The book was opening on itself and going through the thing.
No.
It's like it panned up onto Jiminy, wasn't it? And there was a book there saying Pinocchio, and then he comes down and he opens up
Yeah.
the book. I thought that was a nice little touch.
Did
Jiminy
you notice,
Cricket.
though?
Oh, sorry, gone.
No, I was just about to say, in that scene, did you notice that there was Peter Pan and Alice in Wonderland in the background?
Yeah, and also
There was
one of
other
the
books.
Yeah.
one of the mug heads was the King of Hearts. So obviously
Oh.
all of this
Yeah.
was like little
And
Easter
wasn't
eggs
one of the like
ready for
I don't know
Alice.
whether it was
Yeah, go on.
I don't know whether it was the King of Hearts or the I've just realised I hardly know the Alice in Wonderland Disney film.
Oh,
I remember seeing a face in a wall
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
I think that's the
possibly
one. Yeah, I think that's
That
the
was
one
it,
where
was
you-
it?
Yeah. I don't know
Okay,
whether
okay,
it's a
okay.
man go a bit in the water. I don't actually know what it was, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
it's
recall
like
either.
it looked like I think it was the king, because it looked a bit more masculine
Right.
than the queen. But no, I thought definitely
queen,
that's
yeah.
See, we're finding more like
We're good.
subtle
Yeah.
good things.
I thought Jiminy
I-
Cricket had got some style. That outfit,
Yes.
I was like, damn, Jiminy.
Which one is Pauper
Yeah.
outfit or is
No,
is fairy,
his little
fairy
top
one?
hat, his little top hat and tail that he had
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there he is.
But Jiminy
would-
is
would-
a pervert. He's
I
absolute
wrote that.
pervert, Yeah.
What did I say? He's an absolute horn dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is.
yeah. He is. He is. I would also like to say that he's not anatomically correct in any sense.
Here he
For a
goes,
cricket.
here goes the artist.
Well, he's got eyelashes for one thing, and he's only got 4 limbs. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to have 6.
Well, I made a
It
little
might
note
be in
in
his
regards
coat.
to this as well.
No.
My note says Jiminy Cricket's weird little human toes.
Yes, yes, I got that on my list too. Wiggling his
Oh my
toes when
God.
he took his shoes off.
Yeah,
I thought he's far too humanised for a cricket. What's going on
can
here?
we just, like-
he's not a cricket at all, is he?
Can we just
No,
Welcome to Disney, guys.
I just love the
he's
fact
a
that
little green Martian or something.
you're
Yeah.
losing your mind over this when it's a cricket that talks and wears clothes, but
Yes.
your mind is blown.
Yes,
because
but he's
got
quite clearly not a
toes.
cricket.
He's got toes though, yeah.
I don't know what he is, but he is not a cricket.
No.
I know he can jump, but that's about it. I was disturbed.
It was unsettling, I will admit that. That was one of my first notes was Jiminy Cricket's weird little human toes.
Yes.
And, after that, it just went downhill.
Well,
And
it
that
didn't
was
go
the
uphill.
start.
Yeah, that was the very beginning as well. So that's saying something.
Oh.
I don't
one-
think I
yeah.
trust Geppetto.
Why
No,
not?
No?
nor do I
Based
actually.
Purely on what he makes in his
Oh,
workshop.
yes.
What,
Yes,
clocks
there is some
and-
dodge. Yeah, but
Yeah,
have
but
you
his
seen the
clocks
state
are
of his
well
clocks?
dodgy.
Have you seen it? I mean, there was one where it was just a turkey having his head chopped off. There was one hunter shooting a bird out of a thing, and then it was some poor boy getting spanked. These are the weirdest clocks I've ever seen. No wonder they were still there. Nobody's going to buy them in the village. They're weird. You know, and
He
I
gets
felt
to
sorry
sleep
for
as well.
Geppetto.
I liked
Oh, I
Geppetto.
did later.
Oh, I did.
No,
Yeah.
he was
I just
cruel.
don't trust him.
He was cruel to Figaro.
This is what. Yeah, that's my note
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
He kicks.
Yeah,
He
animal
kicks the
abuse.
cat.
Yeah.
He kicks the cat one time.
I
Yeah.
just
There's a
There's
lot
a
of
fish
animal abuse in
around
this
so
film,
it can
sorry.
dance. I mean, that fish
What?
isn't
Well-
consenting, is it?
No.
She's a flirt
What about
too,
the
that
cloud?
fish.
What about the black cloud from
Oh,
the
yeah.
burnt finger?
Oh yeah, that was quite
Almost
bad
killed
as well.
poor old Cleo.
Cleo.
Yeah.
Reno.
Cleo the goldfish.
Yeah.
McGann.
I did like that
Oh.
Figaro had a little bed, though.
Yeah.
That was quite
Yes.
cute. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Though I don't
Yeah,
like
that sort of
how
made up for it.
Geppetto, slave labored him a little bit. Oh, I know
Come
you're
on.
just
Yeah.
settling down for bed, but go and open the fucking
on,
window.
but
Yeah.
the thing is,
Even though I'm right next to it.
Yeah,
Geppetto
he
is
could
a
have just
very
reached
old
over.
man. Come on. He could
I've
have-
seen him dance. He's not an old man.
Yeah, he's
No.
not. He's perfectly capable. He's a very capable old man.
Well, it's like Charlie's grandfather in Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, isn't it? It's like he's been bedbound
Oh,
for how
yeah.
many years. Then all of a sudden he gets up and starts dancing around the bed. So,
Yeah.
it just like shows, right? Old people have always got the energy to dance. That's it. It's they haven't got any other energy.
Yes.
It's just energy to
So
dance.
Wow.
if old people aren't doing anything, then they're faking it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, just
Of course.
no, they're not faking it. They are generally they haven't got the energy unless they're dancing, and then they've got like a
Just got this
reserve.
music on.
They got.
Every-
Do you know, like,
the reserve
how
energy.
some people have got two stomachs. They got their ordinary stomach, and then they got the dessert stomach. It's kind of like that. with
Ah,
people.
yes.
Yes,
I
I've heard
understand
of this.
that fully.
I've
Yes.
heard this.
And then the third cheese stomach.
Yeah, the
Of
first.
course. That's always to be remembered.
That's
Especially
all
when
of
it
Sam's
sort of gets awakened.
That's all of
It's
Andrew's
also
stomachs.
when
All three of them.
Yeah, well, I was
This
just
is
gonna
my
say, if
primary
the first
cheese, my
stomach and the
secondary cheese,
and my
and my dessert
tertiary
cheese,
cheese.
my cheesecake.
Oh my god.
My cheesecake.
Oh yes. Well, that's a different one. That's the fourth one.
Yeah, that is the fourth stomach.
I can't believe we just like massively gone off the point. That just shows what this film means to us.
It all relates in the end. It all relates in the end.
How did we feel
Absolutely.
about the blue fairy?
Oh
she
my
was-
god.
She was very realistic. Like, in
Mm.
I
comparison
said,
to the
yeah,
rest of
The animation was beautiful. I thought of like Geppetto and Pinocchio and Figaro and Cleo. I thought I really
Yeah.
liked the animation and the style of that. And then the blue fairy comes in and is going, "Oh my god, it's Snow White again!" It's like, where the hell's your
Yeah.
nose?
It
Bring
did
your
have
nose
Snow
back.
White's face.
It probably was the
Do you
same.
know
actor.
what was? Well, what was weird about that is, I was looking at her face, and it almost looks almost like actress perfect. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's almost like as if it's traced.
Airbrushed.
Yeah.
It feels different, you know, when you compare that animation to what Pinocchio was doing.
Maybe
Yeah,
it was
the radical-
rotoscoped, like
I
directly
think
over an
it is.
actor.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
The same as
It was
Prince
pound for
Charming
pound.
and Snow White, I think.
Yeah, it was pound
yeah.
for pound perfect. You know, you could imagine an actress doing that there,
Yeah.
and the lines would be absolutely bang on, and it was really good, but it was definitely different.
And I never trust anyone who's
You know.
super happy all the time.
And well, yeah, and never trust anybody that comes out of the starry night like a meteor towards the
No,
bedroom,
they're
and then
probably an
suddenly
elder god, aren't they? Really?
yeah, I
Or a
wouldn't trust her.
transformer.
She was
Yeah.
she was bloody scary. I mean, fair enough if it was Optimus Prime, but I mean, this was some strange blue woman, incredibly posh and over animated.
And
You know,
also
it's just-
overly perfect. Perfect skin.
Yes,
Perfect.
Well,
like, hair,
totally
perfect
unreal.
Yeah.
yeah.
Be
I
for
mean,
real, you could say.
I mean, really, before she transformed into the blue fairy, it was like literally, you'd be running for cover if you saw that coming towards the village, you know, because it just bombed out of the sky, and you think, "Oh my God, everything that's going to be nuked!" Boom,
the
gone.
chances of
It's terrifying.
anything coming
yeah,
from
coming from Mars. There's 1,000,000 to 1 since the fairy comes over here. Oh my God.
Doom, doom,
Yes.
boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I got that in my head now. Like,
I
Now,
all the
noticed-
worlds
for
before
a
anyone
break.
figures out. It's like we know what we're talking about, but the viewers and listeners are probably like, "What the hell are they doing now?" And then
I did notice that Jiminy Cricket and Snow White
Snow White.
both have, yeah, and Snow White both have problems. They both let themselves into people's houses without being invited or
Yes.
even knocking the door.
But
You know, what's the matter with them?
it's like Jiminy is even
Product of
ruder
their time.
because he's squatting, isn't he? Really there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you've got
yeah.
all the clocks going off and everyone's
know.
snoring and stuff. And he shouts quiet. And it's like, well, excuse me, you're not
dusty.
paying rent, are you? And so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I know.
might have a point.
and I
I've
love
got
the fact.
one-
Yeah, go on.
No, you go on, because I think mine kind of deviates onto the next thing. that
Okay, I was
noticed.
just saying, it's like the bit of words he says to like Pinocchio about like about right and wrong. It's like temptations are wrong things that are seen right. It's like what? It's like you can't have good temptations as well. It's like,
Temptation.
Yeah, well, absolute mess.
you can have good temptations.
I don't
and you can
think
have
he
bad
knows
ones.
what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
He's a cricket that's not even a real cricket, so I'm not even sure, you know.
He was a bit underqualified,
What's going on?
wasn't he? For,
a
I
little
mean,
bit.
what was this blue fairy thinking of? I mean, she puts a cricket that isn't a cricket in charge of the scenario. It's asking for trouble, really. I mean,
yeah, I don't
you
think
know.
he ever had. He never had those qualifications.
Yeah, she didn't.
No.
She didn't ask for his CV.
Credentials.
CV.
Didn't ask
Yeah.
like how
No.
many GCSEs and A levels he's got, and
Nah.
how many years
No,
experience.
exactly.
And I think she just looked at his
God,
LinkedIn
blimey.
profile. So
She probably looked on her way down from the stars, to be honest.
yeah.
Pretty sure they
Go on,
got
Sam. What are
linked
you
up
gonna
there.
say?
Okay, so there's
Yeah.
one thing I really noticed, and this bit's highlighted because I'm
Oh.
hoping you guys noticed too. Geppetto at one point he's dancing around. I can't remember what he does. I think he lights his little candle thing,
Yeah.
but he lights it
Mm.
with a match that he lights
Yeah.
on his ball sack.
What?
Whoa!
I didn't notice that.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, he like. Well, you can presume it would be on his ball sack. He goes underneath his like.
just got you- Freeze framing it. Is it? Good
There are-
God, it is.
0.47 seconds in.
That's it.
The ball sack is
Zoom.
visible. Zoom.
It is struck.
Zoom. Enhance that. Enhance that.
Hard enough to ignite matchstick. Impressive.
Oh wow.
Well done, Geppetto.
Trust
well
Sam
done.
though.
It
Trust
was
Sam
very
to be the one
impressive.
that picked up on.
Well, yeah. To be honest, I was hoping one of you guys would have, but
I know. I missed that one. Oh, that was
it was
juicy.
one of the few things I picked up on, I think.
Funny enough, I don't go around looking at Geppetto's scrotum. So.
Well, I wasn't looking at his scrotum, I was just looking at him, and then his scrotum happened to happen. You know?
Wow. Wow.
Scrotus.
My question about that whole
Oh.
scene though is
Yeah.
where the hell did Pinocchio's pajamas come from?
Mm.
It's like did Geppetto so happen to have child-sized pajamas
Yeah.
hanging round?
He had many children.
Doesn't he make
Maybe.
He makes dolls.
Maybe,
Yeah, he makes like
yeah.
marionettes. But why did he have pajamas? It's like that's not exactly like
I
a
think
well sought after.
Maybe it was one of those
costume.
babies. You know those
I
babies
think-
that people had that were a fad
Yeah,
years ago?
I
Those
know,
real
yeah.
life babies where they were like
Oh,
modelled
yeah.
after real life
this
babies.
is
They
like
had
in
real
the
hair and shit.
1700s, wasn't it? I don't think they were
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
back
but
then.
Well, they were
this
doing
is
the
like
same
first
thing.
iteration, you know?
Yeah. I reckon it's like he was trying to invent like Action Man, right?
Ah, yeah.
And he
yeah.
basically had
G.I.
the
Joe.
Pinocchio, which was G.I. Joe, yeah. And it's just like he had the G.I. Joe, which was they called Pinocchio because where they're from, that's what Pinocchio means, G.I. Joe.
Right.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, it's true.
and basically, it came with customizable costumes that you could buy and then add to your Pinocchio.
Like
G.I. Joe,
Build a
so-
Bear.
That's it, yeah. So you
Yeah.
had like the Commando one, you had the Marines
You don't want the commando one. you want especially with
and of
especially with
course you had a
Sam looking
pajama
at
one.
the
So
scrotums and stuff like that.
Well, Geppetto seems
Oh
a bit
my
dodgy
God.
anyway. You don't know, do you really?
I'd like to say how dodgy did Pinocchio look before animation? I thought he looked really creepy.
Oh, he looked well. Yeah, he did look creepy.
Looked a bit
I wouldn't
wooden
want
to
that
me.
in the
Yeah.
corner of my room.
I'll see myself out.
Please
also
do.
noticed. I also noticed when it was 9 o'clock, right, and all the clocks went off.
Yeah.
In his thing.
Yeah.
And he looked at them all, but he only trusted his fob watch
Yeah.
to check on the time,
Which
even though
Yeah.
every single one said 9 o'clock.
Which were two
Oh.
beer mugs clanking
Yeah.
together. I think Geppetto likes the old whoo, like.
Yeah, doesn't trust himself.
Yeah, I noticed that. I love the fact that we've just spent the past 20 minutes talking about the first 10 minutes of the
An important scene.
Yeah,
There's
Well,
a lot to take
a
in.
lot to unpack.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, despite Pinocchio being alive one night, he then sent off to school
Yeah.
the next
Oh,
day.
God,
my point.
Yeah.
He's only been alive for a couple hours, and he already wants to institutionalize him in the flipping regime of school.
He's already
Poor
fed up.
sod, he hasn't got a clue.
Yeah, but then just kicks him out of the door, gives him an apple and a book, and says,
know.
"Find your way to
Doesn't even
school."
Why
Yeah,
not
doesn't even know
walking
his
him
way
to
to school.
Yeah,
Exactly,
exactly.
And then
Yeah.
It is a
leaves
bit
it to
weird.
like what 10 o'clock in the night to be like, he hasn't come home.
I know. What a surprise!
God, my
he doesn't
son
even know
hasn't
what village
arrived.
this is in.
Maybe he installed like a little GPS in him or something.
No, maybe.
Maps.
No, he quite clearly didn't, because
No,
the end of
didn't.
towards the end of the film, did he? If that's
Yeah,
really balls up, if that's the
That is
GPS.
true,
Oh,
that
the
is true.
range, see, the range was out. Well, going around that, like
Oh yeah.
going to school scene. I love the fact that you guys have picked up on the fact that Jiminy Cricket has got toes and it doesn't really look like a cricket and things like that. What's really weird to me is that nobody else bats an eyelid, right? Nobody at
You're
all.
gonna say the same thing as I've
Bats
got
an
before. I
eyelid. There is
know
a
it.
Same.
fucking
Yeah.
fox wandering around in clothes.
Oh,
The
Honest
very
Jonathan
first-
Skinny
Yeah.
the cat.
It was
The
like,
very first
what?
Disney Fairies. What the
Yeah,
hell?
the
Is that
dodgy,
Why
dodgy.
is he allowed to talk, but Figaro isn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. What differentiates them? Also, why
One's
are
a
they
tabaxi.
there and why are they animals?
Yeah,
Quite
why
possible.
are they animals?
Why are they animals? Why aren't they just men?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what.
It sort of slipped into Wind in the Willows.
Yeah. It seemed really bizarre to me. I don't understand why they went for fairies.
It's also
weird.
only the second Disney film, and we've already got child abuse
Oh, it's
yeah,
horrible.
Yeah.
and
horrible.
like child
I mean-
slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
No,
mean,
you're on
the
about-
thing is, I get that this I'm guessing this has come from an old tale, which would be good to tell to disobedient children.
Yeah,
You know.
it's a grim one
But-
as well, isn't it? It's another grim.
Yes, it's not an
Very grim.
enjoyable tale.
No, I mean
really.
actually
It's
grim.
just- it's just-
Brothers Grimm. You know.
No, I know.
Wait.
Yes, yeah.
It is
That makes
grim
a lot
too.
of sense
It is
when you think
grim
about
as
it.
well. Yeah.
They didn't like kids
It's
either.
grim and also grim.
But it's like, you know, if you were alive for like about 24 hours and put through this shit, you'd be going like, I want to be a puppet, please.
Yeah,
Why?
This is true. This is true.
You know why.
Why?
Oh God! Go to sleep.
Apparently, that's what my brother
Yeah.
used to say when he was like 2 or something like that. All the time was just why. So I bet my parents hated that film.
I thought it was quite magical that Pinocchio's nose can grow, but not only
Yes.
that, he can also create life.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Oh
Because
yeah.
suddenly there's birds in his nose nest.
And death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is literally a superpower. I would
Yeah.
kept that. Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
That was the
That's
only
Log
scene,
boy.
wasn't it? It's like, did I fall asleep for the rest of it? But was that the only scene where his nose was growing?
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
thought.
I thought it was
always thought
more.
there was going to be more of that going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I assumed
More of
there'd be
that.
more of that going on as well, considering
other
it's the main
words-
plot point.
Yeah, but in other
Yeah.
words, it's the blue fairy fucking him over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the first thing you think about with Pinocchio? Is the nose growing? So
Yeah.
you think that happens all the time in Pinocchio, surely?
Yeah. And there's no
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
But it
2,
only
is
happens
there?
once.
I don't think there's a Pinocchio 2. Is it? I don't know.
No, I don't
I
think
hope
so.
not.
I
I'm done with his shit, you know? I've had enough of Pinocchio. I only had to watch it once to have an opinion,
Right.
and that is my
The- the
opinion.
oth-
Yeah, go on.
There,
go on,
there
Andrew.
is there's I did notice as well, since he's only been alive for say 8 hours or something, he's incredibly well versed in the art of singing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
And dancing.
just comes to him,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
He took to the stage and he knew every
Yeah.
word. That's amazing.
It's because he's an
That
actor.
is some talent.
Yeah.
He is an actor.
Poor.
Well, I'm gonna
Um,
lower the tone now. Like really, really lower it. And when Honest John is like talking to that guy in the red coat, whoever he was,
In the crack den.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
in
done
the
it.
crack
Yeah,
den.
the crack den, as we put them. Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he goes, I want to take the little boys to Pleasure Island. It's like,
Oh.
but the worst, that's not the worst thing. It's like, they never come back as boys. It's like,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh,
I think
that was
we've all
so
written down
creepy. My
pedo.
notes. Yeah, yeah.
Pedo aisle. Pedo Island.
Pedo collecting disobedient little boys. That's what my note is.
Creepy.
Where they never come back as boys.
As boys, no.
If they like,
That is
never
so
come back
dark.
as human, then that would be a
Yeah.
bit. But and the thing is, he emphasized boys. He like screamed.
Yeah.
boys. It's like-
Yeah. I guess
is
I
terrifying.
understand the reference now because no, they don't come back as little boys. They come back as donkeys. But spoilers. But
I've put down that Pleasure Island is actually a guise for the Isle of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's a
found
big experiment.
I found it all a bit upsetting. I
Yeah.
messaged Sam. I was like, I must save the donkeys. I
Donkey
don't care about the
Donkey Sanctuary.
children, but look at the sad donkeys.
Yeah.
the donkeys
terrible.
were very, and the ones that could talk, all like thrown
Oh.
into that one little
Yeah.
pen. They were gonna beat them or something.
Oh,
Dunno.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was horrendous.
That
Absolutely
whole
horrendous.
scene, the whole Pleasure Island scene. I remember when I was a kid being terrified of that whole scene. And it's like I don't know what
Yeah.
it was like. It was just like it was. I
'Cause
suppose
you
it
were a
is-
disobedient boy.
I was an ass. Yeah.
Yeah. It was horrendous. And what about what the hell were those shadowy
the
pedos?
dark creatures.
The
yeah,
shadow
like,
pedos.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Shadow
closed the
pedos.
door, and that was it.
The strongest of their ranks, the shadow.
Shadow pedos. They're the boys that stay.
Oh no! Oh.
Oh dear.
Andrew,
Oh.
that was
I'm-
wrong, naughty, and
Yeah.
bad, Andrew.
I'll see myself out.
And bad.
Bye.
I'm glad I could use that phrase against you now, Andrew.
I've got a couple of notes that came before Pleasure Island. I don't know whether I should
Oh.
bring these up quickly because
Yeah,
I
go
feel
for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
Yes, please
I've got
do.
We've got no
one.
structure
I
of
don't know
this.
if you. Oh, good. I didn't know whether we were like going from A to B. You know. I've got one which just says pervy cricket. I don't know whether
Come on,
Right.
we've
Whether
we've
that
already
rings a bell for you.
mentioned that. Come on.
Pervy cricket. I think
Yeah,
every
Jimmy
single
Cricket was a
fish-
Turning
perv.
on everything.
Yeah.
I've noticed though
Oh,
that every
okay, yeah, I
single
must have
fish in this film
Yeah.
fancies him.
Mm. Well, actually,
They
look,
do.
Yeah.
Cleo as well. Or
Well, they do
Cleo.
like bugs, don't they? Fish eating them.
Mm.
Oh.
But
That's it.
Cleo loved everyone. She was kissing everyone, wasn't she, Cleo?
She
Oh,
was
that's true.
kissing everyone. Yeah. She
But
was
she's a
bit out
goldfish.
there.
She's got a 2-second memory. So
Yeah,
Obviously
this
thought
is
it was all the
true.
same
Yes.
person.
I'm in love with you. 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 Wait, who are you?
I do- I really like the very profound statement that they make in the film as well. I believe it's Jiminy Cricket that makes this statement. He
Most
goes,
likely.
"What does an actor want with a conscience anyway?" Which
Yes.
is quite funny, considering most actors, most people you actually look up to turn out to be massive paedophiles. So, and then they take
Yeah,
them
but
to
that's
pedophile
modern
island.
day. That's modern day now.
there you go.
Back then,
Yeah,
Turn
but they
into
they were
shadow
all back. They were
pedophiles.
all
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
back in the day.
Back
They've
then.
all arrived from then.
I take that from
Oh.
from animators saying who needs actors because obviously they don't, do they? Because they just draw in them. So it's like even the Blue Fairy, that probably was one of the animators or the animators' wives or something like that. It wouldn't have been an actor. It's like yeah, that's just me though.
I guess you don't really need to act to be a kind of spooky fairy, do you? Like, I think any of us
No.
could do that.
Good
Rotoscoping.
point,
I
though.
feel any one of us could be rotoscoped, at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right now, even.
by the shadow pedos. Yeah. That's what they do. That's what they do.
I gotta look behind me. now.
Keep
Oh,
looking
dear.
behind you, Adam. That you can never be sure.
Oh,
Harley, there's someone attacking me. No,
It's a
lie
shadow
down.
pedo.
I hope not. I hope not.
They've come for you.
So I've got. Oh no, you go on. I feel like maybe I've only got 4 notes left for the entire film now. So
oh,
maybe
I've
someone
got
else should bring up a note.
3. I've just got actually 2. Just 2. like,
Oh, okay.
oh. Well, I got a
have
note.
a few.
Andrew's
gotta
still
know
on page
before-
2.
I'm actually on page 3, actually.
Oh.
I'm on page
Oh, that's
3.
not bad.
Yeah, pretty good. And I'm on the bit where I noticed that, what's his name? Stromboli?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the
Well,
hell is that?
you know when he's the bad guy that locks him
The-
up in that cage. The
The puppet man.
Okay, yeah, okay.
puppet
the stage
master.
guy.
Yeah.
Puppet master. Well, he throws him in that cage, doesn't he? And he locks him up, right?
Covers him
and
up.
he's there, and then he
Covers him up.
and then he covers him up. Yeah, he comes out, and then he obviously drives off because it's in a wagon, isn't it? Right.
Hmm.
And then Jiminy Cricket turns up to rescue him, and he wastes so much time sort of messing around with that big lock,
Hmm.
right? And I've noticed that I was looking at the cage, and that was just tied together by twine. He could have easily got out of that. And
kicked it
the
down.
Cricket could have easily saved him as well. Well, he could have just untied the twine and then just picked apart the legs, and out he goes.
Well,
But he has
But
only
no,
been
they
alive
just
for
sat
a
there and
couple of
worried about the
hours.
lock.
yeah. By this time he's been alive
Well,
for like 10 hours. He's an
But
actor.
what's Jiminy's excuse?
He's
Yeah,
running.
he's
that
a
is
cricket with
true.
toes.
He's a
just
cricket
a cricket
with
with toes.
toes.
Yeah, that's the problem.
He's the living proof. He's the living proof of evolution, damn it.
he's the step before us. You know, he's the part that happened just
yeah.
before
I
humans
just
Happened.
remembered
came to be.
another song. Give a little
Homo
whistle.
sapiens.
Oh, yes.
I don't know why
Yes.
that just popped
How
into
does
my
that
head,
go?
but there we go. Give a little whistle. Give a little whistle.
Can't say I remember any of the songs.
Something like that.
Always let your conscience be your guide. But he's not very good at being a conscience.
He's
Or a
pretty
lockpick.
shit, to be honest. Or anything really.
Or
What is-
anything, really.
What is his
Apart from
point?
just a-
What is the
being
point?
He was a
then?
cricket.
He's a
Well,
good,
yes.
perverted, dapper cricket with toes.
Fish fancier.
Fish fancier.
Well, when he eventually gets out of Pleasure Pedo Island,
Mm.
Oh, right. yeah.
we find that Geppetto has gone to sea,
Oh, that
which I
was the worst
thought
bit.
was an
'Cause we all thought he was
extreme turn to take, really.
Just a bit, yeah. What,
It was a
what
bit
makes him
odd.
think it's like he must be out to sea.
Yeah, deep sea as well.
God, that GPS really went wrong, didn't it? It just found a big life form
Well, actually,
and just
no, he
went
did-
for it.
Pleasure Island is an island after all, though, so he might have been on his way to Pleasure Island because they boarded a ferry boat, didn't they, to go?
Maybe.
Couldn't he have
maybe.
just gone the same mode of transport that?
No, he's not a little
Strong
boy,
knee.
Sam.
Oh, I mean, I guess I suppose. Couldn't he have
Come on,
pretended?
Sam.
Couldn't he have dressed the cat up? And like,
Yeah,
gone-
true.
You know, there's ways around this. We've got fairies walking
Yeah.
around. We've got bloody
A little furry
cat,
boy.
fish guy, little wooden man.
Angry whales.
What's next? Angry.
Oh, God, the
massive
whale's terrifying.
Angry whale. Yeah, massive.
That's one of my pet fears, that is to be eaten by a whale. And that was pretty terrifying.
Yeah,
such
I
a
wouldn't want to
nasty
meet
whale.
Monstro, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
I
And-
thought that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you go.
I thought the Monstro, that entire bit, I thought that went on way longer than it did.
Yeah.
It was like about 5
yeah, it
seconds.
wasn't really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
And
know
It's
what?
like
again-
four films
it's
in
funny
one,
though.
isn't it? Really, it's like 4 massively
Yeah.
different sections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just all kind of shortened down and squished into one.
Mm.
And again, I was just marveling at the, inaccurate body structure of the inside of a whale.
Oh, what? The fact that it's just hollow.
Just hollow. It's a big
One-
barrel. Just, you
a
could just see the
barrel.
rib cage,
Yeah.
and
Well-
there's plenty of room to live and have a nice life. Because let's face it, he
Yeah.
was just running a bit short of fish.
We
Yeah.
may as
Just need more
well
fish.
just all go live in a whale. You know, rent
That'd be
free.
Mhm.
Guys, that
Pretty
is
Well,
exactly
yeah.
how a
Pretty easy
whale
life.
is. Where do you think we are now? We're in a gigantic whale,
Oh
aren't we?
my god.
God.
My
Whales.
God. They're eating him. Then they're gonna eat me.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God. I love the way he explained that stuff only comes in. I thought, no, he's not telling him. There is another way out.
Yeah.
It's not nice, but there is.
This is true. This is true. Does he have any digestive system then? Because
No,
think
it's
so,
just
no.
he
a
just
big
looks
barrel.
hollow, doesn't he? So surely they'd shoot out the other end.
I guess there was no hole the other end to shoot out of. It's just
Maybe.
a big cup.
Big cup with teeth. It's very angry.
He just sort of swallows in all the fish, sucks them, and then blows them out when he's bored. I don't know.
Sometimes that is how it be.
I
Is that how
did
it
love
works?
that Geppetto essentially took his entire house with him on that boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
And that,
However, when they were complaining they had no food, I don't know if you noticed, but Cleo puts up some gravestones in her little bowl,
Yes.
and I thought, flipping hell, Cleo, that's a
Small
bit
pig.
harsh. You put your
And they
pig
won't
in their
fit.
grave.
unless
Nice
she was
touch,
trying
but,
to
you know.
I like it.
pretend that she was already dead not for Figaro to eat.
Maybe.
Eat.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Why wouldn't
yeah.
he? I'd
'Cause they
eat
were
her,
running out of fish.
more likely if she were
But
dead.
that
Feel a little
shows
bit
how-
less guilty.
How good of a pet dad he is as well. He brings his pets along with him.
Yeah, he knows he's venturing into danger, and he's like, you know what? I'll bring my cat son and
Yeah.
my fish
Yeah.
daughter with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Great idea.
yeah, obviously.
Because he can't trust them after that last rave they had.
No, quite right. Flipping heck.
Right, I've got 2 more points. I'm going to make the one, and then I'm going to the other point I've got. I'm going to leave till right at the end.
Oh.
Okay.
But the one point is just a little bit of
Okay.
an observation of Pinocchio's gloves. They're Mickey's
Oh.
gloves.
Alright, yeah.
'Cause
Oh.
they're the white gloves, and you've got the 3 black stripes on the palm and the back of the hand.
Back
bit.
side of the hand,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, that's a nice little
So-
touch. So
So
I
he's
never
nicked
noticed
his
that.
gloves.
he's nicked his gloves and I had
Shocking.
a finger. So
That's awful.
it's like Mickey won't be
You won't
able
want
to
them
put
back
those
now.
Yeah,
They're
you, won't
ruined.
be able- you can't put those gloves back on now.
Wait,
So we've uncovered a Mickey Pinocchio rivalry.
it's quite possible.
I know what I'm siding
Something's
with.
going on.
The
Pinocchio, of course.
mouse.
The boy wonder.
Send in the mouse. Oh my god.
It started with a
That's what he
mouse.
really looks like.
It's gonna end with a mouse.
Squeak, squeak.
Pinocchio, you're coming with me.
Mickey Mouse. I'm here to fuck
He
you
thought Dido Island was bad. Ooh.
up. Wait till you get to the House of Mouse. Like.
The House of Mouse, yes. House of Mouse.
Right. Okay. Well, what else has people got? Because mine will
Right.
really end. My last point will really end.
I have a couple of little points, right? The first one
Yeah.
is when Stromboli, or whatever his name is holding him
Yeah.
hostage.
Yeah.
He puts him in a cage, and then he threatens him that he plans to cut him up and use him for firewood.
Mm.
And
Yes.
if you use that in the context of, he's just kidnapped a kid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's threatening the kid with rearranging his body parts. And
Uh-huh.
perhaps
I don't see your point yet,
You
so.
Yeah, what's the
And
issue?
a touch of death.
it's a bit alarming, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
I think the whole
Uh,
film's a little bit alarming.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is just one of the many little alarming points I managed
Alarmed.
to conjure up. Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I
Sam
also
cares so
have
much
a
about
note.
kids.
I don't. It's just this. I didn't have much else to talk about. This whole film's about child abuse.
Yeah. It's pretty horrible.
I do have another note. Fairy hitmen. I don't know what that refers
Yeah,
to because I don't
yeah,
remember. I think
fairy
they're
hitmen.
talking in a bar.
They offer, who do you want me to kill?
Oh yeah.
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 Oh, I'll take him out. Bruv.
Furry hitman.
Yeah.
I was gonna,
Yeah.
I was going to say, I forgot to say this, but when he gets rescued by the blue fairy, right? When he comes out of the cage and all that,
Yeah.
she seems less obsessed with the fact that he's been captured and more worried that he hasn't been at school.
Yeah, she's
Priorities.
very obsessed with school.
Yeah, I
Very.
think she's just working for the curriculum.
It's quite
Yeah.
possible, yeah.
For the
Head
WJT.
teacher, yeah.
That's it. I thought that was a little alarming. I thought, hang on, this child
more
has been
worried.
captured and
Yeah.
threatened to be chopped up into firewood. It's pretty disturbing, and you're worried that he's skipping class.
Wait, you haven't been to maths with Mrs. Jones today? Fuck Pinocchio. You deserve to be in that cage.
Torpedo Island with you.
Pedo Island.
Yeah.
with
Oh my
you. I
god.
want to point out as well, while he was in Pedo Island, how many days old was he then? Probably about 2 days old, right?
Yeah.
I
2
guess
days
so.
old
He
and
looked like a
already on the
50-year-old.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he
god,
He
I
did
looked
know.
like he was a
50,
50-year-old on,
yeah.
on like cigarettes. I mean,
Those,
you
yeah.
know,
Cigars on the big old cigar.
the cigars,
I think they
the
were
racist
more than
cigars.
cigars. I think, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we had
Definitely
our
more than
second
cigars.
racist depiction
Yeah.
in that scene with the
Yeah, it
Native
was-
American
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bit
giving out
culturally
free
insensitive.
cigars.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And and
There's
another
not
thing,
one racist thing in each one, you know, it's not Disney.
there you go.
It,
Also, Jiminy Cricket
yeah.
was upset that Pinocchio was playing pool. I didn't think that was that bad.
Yeah, like there's nothing really
He's been
inherently
drinking-
bad with
He's
pool,
been
is
drinking
there?
alcohol and smoking.
Yeah, smoking massive cigars, and he's more worried about the
Pool's
pool.
a step
I was
too
like,
far.
oh, that's it. That's the that's the
You better not
staple
be
sign of a
turning
wrong
into a
un.
pool man.
You better not be turning
Pinocchio.
into a donkey.
That's fine, but no pool. No pool
No
for you.
pool. Pool is illegal. I've got one more note that I'd like to bring up,
Yeah.
and then I'm done
Yeah.
with my notes.
No, that's all the time we got for. Sorry.
Oh, this one's the best note. It just says Monstro's sick drifting. Because there's that scene where he does that
Yeah,
pretty sick drift,
yeah.
and he
Right.
yeah, he just goes wild. It's like watching Fast and Furious, but
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift.
Pinocchio drift.
Oh, we need some yeah, but
Yeah.
That's the best thing I got.
maybe
Sorry, I
better
don't have any.
quality.
I don't have any sound effects.
When Pinocchio turns up in Monstro and Geppetto sees him for the first time, he must think, what the fuck's happened to you? You've got massive ears,
Yes.
got a tail.
Well,
All
he
I could
does, and
think was-
he does comment on.
All
that.
I could think was, is Pinocchio, have you been wanking? Because that's
This
how
is what
like,
happens.
Yes.
something you would tell
You
a
turn
child.
into a donkey.
Don't touch yourself or you'll grow massive ears.
Yeah. And your hands will become hooves.
Yeah.
And you'll get a tail. And you won't be lose your power of speech, and you will become an arse.
literally and figuratively. Yes.
There's three kinds of people in this world: Chuck, dicks, pussies, and assholes. And you, Pinocchio, you're an asshole. I want to watch that film again now. I want to watch Team America again. Andrew, then, what other points have you got
Yes.
on your 6 million page?
Well, I think we've gone through a lot. Right. Yeah, Pinocchio is a terrible story. We've covered that. Swallowed by whale.
That's on every page, isn't it?
Oh yeah. No, it was on page 4 and page 3. I just reminded myself. I found it interesting that the spectral dove found them out of nowhere, and it was just like literally they'd found a hack code to go like, oh, by the way, he's at sea. Oh, thanks, spectral dove. Thanks again.
Royal
bye.
Mail.
Yeah. What? Well, yeah.
Probably
there
the
you
Blue
go.
Fairy,
What can you
wasn't
say? I guess so, but why not be the blue fairy? I don't get why she's
Because
shifted
that would
to
not
dove
be
mode.
proper, see? You can't have
Oh.
blue fairies just wandering around like a fox in
No.
clothes.
I
Surely not.
Yes, I guess so. That's far too thingy to be believed.
Preposterous, Andrew.
yeah.
Highly preposterous.
Preposterous. I would like to also say that Pinocchio looks much uglier being a real boy than a puppet boy.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
can.
Yeah,
I
He
agree.
looks
Yeah.
well creepy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like the Blue Fairy's been very generous as well. Like, I don't think he's
Wow.
particularly fulfilled his contract, is he?
No.
No,
With
I
his
exactly.
no
wouldn't say
lying
so.
and don't do
Yeah.
anything naughty, etc.
I don't know. I don't know. Mind. I think it's all a bit of a stitch up. You know. I mean, I wouldn't touch that.
Pyramid
I wouldn't.
scheme.
I wouldn't trust that Blue Fairy. There's ulterior motives going on there.
She's gone back to her fairy kingdom and gone, and I made him real. He's gonna have to go to school now because he's not gonna make it as an actor now because he's not.
Oh, the irony.
And Geppetto hasn't got long left. He's gonna be alone. He's gonna be an orphan.
Well, at least Jiminy got a badge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad it had a happy ending.
Yeah.
He is set for life, mind. If he's got like a 28-carat gold,
He can make that last.
medal, whatever it was.
That's like being a millionaire back then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's rolling in it, and considering he is only a cricket, it's probably more than any other cricket's gonna make in their
I have my
lifetime.
suspicions whether he is actually a cricket.
Oh yeah, this is true.
You can buy a
He's a
lot of
tiny
ladies
little
with
Martian.
that.
A lot of goldfish.
So has anyone got any other points from their notes?
I'm out. I'm all out.
I think I'm more or less out. I do have the customary quote from the film,
Oh, okay. Keep that till the end, though. Keep that till the end. That's
Okay.
going to be our outro.
but that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emma, what about
Okay.
you?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm
so
ready
my,
to get this over with.
my final one.
We're
My
ready to
final quote. Oh, not quote. Sorry. My final note. I'm going to go down the morbid path now. Andrew
Oh,
did
right.
it.
Okay.
Andrew
Your turn
did it
this week.
last time in Snow White. I'm going to do it this time. What if? Do you know when Geppetto goes up and he does his little wish of I want this real boy, blah blah blah, and goes to
Yeah.
sleep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What if that is the last he ever lived, and this
Oh.
whole journey is like the last synapses in his brain firing, and
There
he
you go.
thinks that it's
That's why there's furries in it.
exactly
That explains the
explains
whale.
They wouldn't
everything.
exist.
He's dying.
Yeah.
Oh.
The end of every
Or-
Disney film. They're dying.
Yeah. Apart from Peter
That's
Pan,
Their
so
last
pretty.
synapses in their brain firing off.
apart from Peter Pan, I'll give you a really interesting fact about Peter Pan when we come to that one.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a very interesting.
And the
morbid
synapses in his brain were firing off, and he was dying.
Yeah.
The end.
He was dying.
That's
the
my
end.
interesting fact.
That's why I think things went all trippy. Is because he's actually dying. And his brain is just going. What
Yeah, I
what
mean,
the
it's
hell?
possible.
One last dream. Why not?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Dreaming of child abuse.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Emma, I
That
think
is
you mentioned this
dark.
before, right?
Day
Um.
without you, my friend.
Yeah.
Emma, I think you mentioned this before, where
Yeah.
you wanted to have the protagonist of the
Yeah.
last film versus the
Yeah.
protagonist of the later
That's
film.
right.
So,
That's right.
Snow
Oh,
White
cool.
versus Pinocchio. Who's gonna win in a death match?
Right. Oh, okay. Okay.
Not an MMA
Um,
match. a
Neither, 'cause
death
they're both
match.
dead at the end of the film.
Who's going first?
So Pinocchio could sharpen his nose and then lie, therefore making a spear where
Yeah.
he could impale poor Snow White.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Yeah.
Snow White does have an army of animals.
And a lot
Yeah.
of those animals would eat wood
And
or chew wood.
beavers.
Because I'm fairly sure she had
But
squirrels and stuff.
have you
know,
thought
beavers.
of the camouflage angle? Because he's a wooden puppet boy, right?
Right.
That when he lies, he can literally become a tree with birds in it to ensnare Snow White to go, look at these lovely birds. And then he just lies one more final time as he just skewers her.
Or
Yeah.
he makes those birds and stuff, and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
these are wonderful birds! Attack him, birds!" And then,
Yes, she's a vampire
sorry,
with red
Attack him!
powers.
That's
Yeah.
She's also got 6 murderous little men
7.
on her
She
side.
does have.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
one
okay.
died. Dopey died.
Yeah, Dopey did die.
Actually, yeah.
That's
I mean,
There's
it's a bit of
lots
a.
wrong with Dopey. Bless him.
I think. I think if Pinocchio did get the drop on Snow White, I don't think Pinocchio would survive with the torrent of rage from those evil dwarves. They would.
Yeah, you're probably
they
right.
would mince him up proper.
And then obviously you've got the Prince Charming's magical kiss. So.
Well, to bring him back to life.
Yep.
Bring Pinocchio back to life, so he can go through it all again.
Yeah. So what's the
It's a tricky
consensus then? What are we thinking?
I'm going with Snow White.
Yeah.
She could also sing him to death.
Yeah, do you know what, though? To make it interesting, I'm going to go with Pinocchio.
Wishing...
Just because Snow White is scared of trees. You saw her in the forest.
No,
He's
that's
made of
true.
wood.
Oh, yeah.
He can literally become a tree. I think he might just have the edge, but I think he'd kill her by accident.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Mm.
Why? Why? I just
Killed
killed
herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got one for Snow,
What about you?
one for Pinocchio. Go on then.
What
Sam.
about you two?
I'm going Pinocchio as well. The thought of him
Yeah.
sharpening his nose.
That's
Yeah.
Quite alarming, but also, I think, a very good weapon, yeah.
You saw how fast it shot out.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Oh.
And she would probably be enticed by that, and then be like, "Ha! There you go."
Yes.
And, she'd be like, "Oh, my Pinocchio!" And then all of a sudden, then it's through her heart. It's like, And then he pulls it
Yes.
out.
It's,
Then he pulls
I've got
it
you
out.
now, Snow.
And then gives it to the queen. There we go. There's your heart.
And then he becomes queen.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? It is you, Pinocchio. Why?
As his nose shoots out, breaks the mirror. Oh.
So Pinocchio was one.
Suddenly this
Pinocchio
universe
wins.
imploded.
It wouldn't be an animality. It would be brutality.
Yeah.
Sound like I've got some Disney Mortal Kombat thing going on. Why?
Snow White, Mulan, Pinocchio. There we go. Sam, you've got to learn that in your guitar now. And then
Oh,
we'll
I
do the
will.
Disney version.
Mortal Kombat's the first one up.
Disney Combat.
Tune into our special Disney Combat, where we further discuss the fatalities and brutalities that would
Yes.
We're gonna have
Disney
to do
characters
that.
would
aren't we?
fall
a great
victim.
idea.
We're gonna have to do like
Yeah,
a
well, we're-
Royal Rumbles, either Royal Rumble or a tournament, and we'll have to decide. Then we'll have a little chat on. We'll like pick
You know,
their
the-
names out of hats and pair them
Yeah.
all up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we'll discuss who would win.
But you'd also have to do like in all these games, you'd have to select the environment, which would be its own film.
Yeah,
So you could go like Snow White versus Pinocchio in Aladdin,
yeah. In the Cave of Wonders,
Right.
Yeah.
in the Cave of Wonders, or like in the marketplace.
No, inside
And,
the Aladdin.
and the thing is,
Or
Pinocchio
yeah.
would pick up the lamp and everything else around, causing the lava, and then killing them both. So actually, no,
There you
Snow
go.
White might be able to fly out of there with her many 100 birds attached to her. So she might like.
Also, she's going to entice the monkey as well.
Yes, yeah.
That's a factor.
Oh, the monkey's there too.
Well, why not?
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
And the tiger. There's tigers about.
They're
Yeah,
all
it could be
there.
bad for Pinocchio in that one. Cats love to sheathe their claws on scratch their claws on wood.
Yeah, that
Make a good
that'll
scratching
end
post.
quite terribly.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different factors now when you put the environment in.
There
When
we
you
go.
put the
Because
environment in, anything
don't-
can happen.
Maybe
I
this
don't
will be a
think Snow
Christmas
White would be
special
good
then.
in the whale, right? Because
yeah,
she'd
true.
drown, Pinocchio would float.
Actually, no. She would
So-
just charm
Yeah.
the whale. She'd be like, "Oh,
Oh,
Can you shoot
Do you think-
me out?
do you think that whale's charmable?
Yeah, why not?
He just glares at fish and just like, oh, they run in fear.
All right, well, I think that's another successful fail. Not the film. Not the podcast. The podcast's great. The film is just... What have we got next? Fantasia.
I believe so. Yeah.
I
That's the
can't
next one,
wait
isn't it?
for
Yeah.
Sam's take on Fantasia.
Oh no! Well, no.
That's
This
such
is
a
the
messed
thing,
up
right?
film.
Oh, you've seen it,
I
Will?
am a Disney noob, but I have seen a lot of Fantasia. It used to be my favorite Disney film.
It's educational, guys.
Yes.
Very.
and
I
very
remember.
trippy.
Oh, I'm not going to talk about it now.
It's got one
No,
of my
no,
favorite
that-
Disney
Right.
characters in it. So, my boy. um. Right. Okay. Oh boy, Pinocchio, give me back my gloves. I'm gonna chop you up
These are
just
your
like these broomsticks.
Oh, and you know what'll happen? He'll get small Pinocchios, hundreds of them.
No.
Oh god.
Oh,
Imagine
no.
Spoiler.
Spoilers.
Okay then, Andrew.
Can't
give
wait for that
us-
fight scene.
Give
Oh.
us our quote to end the podcast
quote.
stream, whatever the hell this is.
Okay. Imagine, if you will, looking out into the night sky. And above, one of the stars starts to glow brighter and brighter and brighter and hurtles towards the earth like a death-defying, nightmarish meteor, threatening to wipe out all life on earth. And then suddenly, I'm the blue fairy. Star bright, starlight, the first star I see you tonight. A boy who wouldn't be good might just well be made of wood. There you go.